definitely redeem himself with a good innings here. 40th match for him, and 75 not out, his highest. Tell you more about what transpires today. It's a very good evening to John Kent.
Shamim, wonderful evening. A different setting with, I mentioned already, Zimbabwe batting first for the first time in this white ball series, ODIs as well as T20s. He's got a great record, great average, strike rate impressive, and this man is from the top draw, left armour as well, brings that such variation every attack is always after. See if he can swing it early on with a slight green tinge. Fresh grass on this wicket. Can he get something out of it through the air and off the deck?
Just waiting for the clock to tick down. Countdown on. And as the crowd wait in anticipation for this second and final T20 International. Ready to play. Mashidur Rahman says, off you go, boys. Mashidur Rahman going to try and get his cutters in pretty early, I'm sure. Well, that was a little straighter one and hurried on to the batter, more skiddy than getting away from the batsman, but right on the money straight away.
That's what coaches around the world say. Your first ball is not the quickest. Make sure you hit your area and your length first up. That way you don't put pressure on yourself. Your first ball has to hit the length, has to hit the right areas. There's the skipper. He wants to set the standards very high for his players and his team. The first time Zimbabwe, can they set the platform here?
And that's a couple of deliveries that he will be pretty happy with, because we've seen Mustafizur Rahman bowl the cutters, exceptional variations with his slow deliveries, but once he's been striving to get the ball back in like that. Didn't come back too much in, but almost held its line, wasn't taking that natural angle away from the right-hander. And that's thrashed past the bowler. Good shot to get the innings going with a boundary.
Stand and deliver. That's get Zimbabwe underway. We say they want to set the platform. Normally they come in, they've got to chase 10 to the over, and the pressure's right on that batting unit. The shoes on the other foot today. They can set the tone, they can set the score, and try and put Bangladesh under pressure for the first time this trip.
Well, as the skipper was saying at the toss, they can play with a lot more freedom today. No real pressure on them, flying away home, so they'll be quite relaxed at this tuck round. Another ball that was well negotiated in the end. Gets himself another single.
Also, his partner, Brendan Taylor, has been struggling for form. We've seen him have little spurts and a couple of good shots at times. But when he's come into the crease batting second, it seems like there's so much pressure on him and he just hasn't really responded very well to it. And this time, get himself in, hopefully he gives himself a chance, gets himself in, and it show what abilities we know we all know he has. Really responded very well to it. And this time, get himself in, hopefully he gives himself a chance, gets himself in, and it show what abilities we know he all.
He's made that little trigger movement, trying to go across to the line of the ball in anticipation of that cutter.
One thing he needs to be a little bit aware of is how many times he's almost run himself out within his first couple of balls to get himself off the mark. The previous two games, T20 and the last ODI, he just blocks it to cover and he took off, and if fielder hit the stumps, he was found wanting. So be pretty careful to judge those singles a lot better.
The price, 159th match for him. Format. Still a little nervy about getting off the mark and getting some runs. Talking about the running between the wickets has not been top class. Needs to put in a good innings. Tips gone out, interestingly. Tempted, a little bit of temptation coming Brendan Taylor's way, I suspect. Needs to put in a good innings. Well, the completion of the over. After one, it's 5 without loss. A little bit of temptation coming Brendan Taylor's way, I suspect. The completion of the over. After one, it's 5 without loss.
খুব সুন্দর শুধু আমার খেলাটা ছেড়েছে
এই যে
এখানেও আকাশ
আকাশ কি শুধু তোমার ঢাকার? আকাশ সবার।
বাংলাদেশের যে কোনো জায়গায় একই কোয়ালিটির ঝকঝকে ছবি আকাশ স্ট্যান্ডার্ডে মাসে মাত্র ৩৯৯ টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়। বাংলাদেশের যে কোনো জায়গায় একই কোয়ালিটির ঝকঝকে ছবি আকাশ স্ট্যান্ডার্ডে মাসে মাত্র ৩৯৯ টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
Kamwe is going to play the next over. There he is alongside Taylor. On Irvin back inside. Madiveri has been very, very impressive. Sean Williams area also needs to play good innings. Next over, there is and Raza Butt always there for the Zimbabweans. Back inside. Madiveri has been very, very impressive. Sean Williams area also needs to play good innings. Saifuddin, Raza Butt, he can make the ball go either way. And that's one direction that nicely played, very nicely, riding that bounce and hitting it through the covers for 4 runs.
Oh, he's come in here and he means business. Wonderful to see. He's got urgency. He's switched on.
Very nicely, riding that bounce.
He climbed all over this one with Gibbon. Short man, so he fancies the back foot and square of the wicket strokes. He's got urgency. Get away swing, which he did. Oh, too much with Gibbon and packed away.
With backward point on that occasion, hitting that through and finding that gap between points and cover point. Oh, now that's rather silly. Do not want to get carried away. Saifuddin making that little bit of shape and is really throwing the kitchen sink at that one. Oh, now that's rather silly. Do not want to get
Certainly had
carried
a
away.
change in wind direction. That was an almighty swing. Trying to hit him over the side screen, basically. He cleared that left leg way out of the way, and you know what, he's not hanging around. Well, you've got to say, at least he commits to his stroke here.
Which is all right, but seems more premeditated without seeing the trajectory of the ball. That's a superb delivery. The Yorker came down quickly on it. Got a bit of the toe into that one. As I said, Mohammad Saifuddin can move the ball about either ways, and that's one of the specialities that he has, and he also intersperses those with that kind of deliveries.
Gets a seam in a great position, takes it away from the right-handers, and off the back end of games he uses that older ball and he gets in reverse, he spears it in at the right-hander's toes, and very adept with his skills. Very good future ahead of him. Off the back end of games he uses that older ball and
Oh, short, he tried to swing it around, didn't really make contact, more like the shoulder or the slice of the bat. Unfortunately, it didn't sail through to any of the fielders. Oh, short, he tried to swing it around.
The thing is, he's got a couple of boundaries early on, and it's obviously given him a bit of confidence.
Unfortunately, it didn't sail through to
Rushed him a touch, really high on the splice of the bat. The thing is, Taylor, he's back on strike. He's only faced 2 deliveries so far. Slip is, he's moved 2 mid-wickets. Rushed him a touch. We've seen that slip stay in that position. Getting some late away swing. He's only faced 2 deliveries so far.
Just can't understand the thought process. On the early wickets, the ball doing a bit on the slip-in.
Stay in that position.
But it's been an odd mix by Saifuddin. He's bowled various lengths and lines. Always made, is it intentional? Is he trying to upset the rhythm of the batsman? He's got Taylor in, so he's got to be a little more tight with the last ball of this over. He's bowled various lengths and
You're just saying with that fielding position, and I just think mentally it's, you know, a batsman comes and strike and you have a slip in position that says, I'm gonna knock you over, I'm gonna get you out here. Now what they've done is they've had another change. Third man has come up in the ring. Long off has been dropped out, so he's bowling a fuller length, and it's obviously an area they know Brendan Taylor likes. I'm going to get you out here. Now what they've done,
whips it round. That's a little wayward, but there is some protection in the deep. Just the single results from the last ball of the second over. Zimbabwe are 11 without loss.
শরীফ ভাই, ব্যবসা কেমন চলে?
লোকজন এত কম কেন?
সব আকাশে। এই জিরজি আর কত দেখবো?
তাহলে তুমিও নাও।
হ্যাঁ,
খরচ কেমন জামাই?
মাসে মাত্র 249 টাকা।
এত কমে এত ঝকঝকা ছবি?
আর পছন্দ মতো আকাশ সাজাতে অ্যাড-অন প্যাক।
তাই
আপনার সাধ্যের মধ্যেই এখন আকাশ লাইট 20টি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 70টি চ্যানেল মাসে মাত্র 249 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
Riyadh electing to field first, and that's the team for Bangladesh. They've got 3 changes. The debutant Hassan Mahmood comes in, Mohammad Alamin Hussain, and Because Naeem Sheikh, Mohammad Naeem Sheikh are the three changes from the previous game. Tamim Iqbal has been rested, so has Aminul Islam Biplab and Shafiul Islam. Because Naeem Sheikh, Mohammad Naeem Sheikh are the three changes from the previous game. Hussain is going to come in, and he'll be encouraged by the fact that Mohammad Saifuddin in the previous over make the ball swing around a little bit, just a little shape. Needs to bowl it up to the batters. That's short, and he's been a little fortunate with that. I think taking his left hand off, when Taylor gets himself a run. Just a little shape.
In the second ODI when Zimbabwe just fell
anti-carbonation technology
in that game, and when he came back towards the back end of the game, a couple of his plans and options were in question, and I don't think he always nailed down those skills and executed what he wanted to. But with a new ball, I found he got a really good length. He angles it back into the right-hander and was really effective. Options were in question, and I don't think he always nailed down those skills.
Oh, that's just past the bat. Maybe got the thigh in on its way to the keeper. Very close, almost squared him up.
Can of beans right there. He tried to whip that through square leg, went over off stump, hit the outside edge. This angle then just went the other way. The seam just out to the slip quarter. Mushfiqur also has his eyes pretty wide open after that one.
Well, he's made to wake up. Thought of about appealing, realized that the ball hadn't gone close enough to the bat. That's going to be silly. That's going to be gone. Oh, he was trying too many things early on in his innings, and Kamarakamwe perishes trying to scoop that ball, and an easy take for Mushfiqur Rahim.
Frenetic out there, he struggled. He's hit the length very well. He's made life difficult for the batsman. Come to an end, he's trying to get down low. Frenetic out there, trying to get inside of it. And all he's ended up doing is gloving it through to Mushfiqur, who takes it with a huge smile on his face. He's got his first wicket, so well deserved. He started well. Kamarakamwe, he's done. He's gone for 10. Zimbabwe 12 for 1. Ended up doing is gloving it through to Mushfiqur, who takes it with a huge smile on his face. He's got his first wicket, so well deserved. He started well. Kamarakamwe, he's done. He's gone for 10. Zimbabwe 12 for 1. Ended up doing is gloving it through to Mushfiqur, who takes it with a huge smile on his face. He's got his first wicket, so well deserved. He started well. Kamarakamwe, he's done. He's gone for 10. Zimbabwe 12 for 1.
Close to you. I get two.
Well, the senior statesman comes in. Craig Owen needs to play a good knock, because the Zimbabweans have lost their first wicket very early, only in the third over. They'll tuck around, a comfortable shot for him to open his account. That was a spectacular bit of bowling to set him up. Just the one ball seemed to set up Kamarakamwe.
It was back of a length, and he got really low in trying to execute that shot. If he should have stood up and played a normal pull shot, it probably would have been better off. But confirmation on the bat glove, and elated. The young man strikes early. What a great feeling that is in your first over.
Well, they'll be much more circumspect now that Kamarakamwe has gone. Wasn't in any danger from Afif Hussain, that underarming that. I think they made the ground quite comfortably. But these two senior batsmen got to ensure that they play sensibly now.
It was a bit tighter than we expected, really. Let's have another look. That's very, very close. We hit that and found short.
Surprised me. I thought he was in safe quite comfortably. Wasn't the case. Oh, edged. Fortunate. No one in the gully, and not the best of efforts in the deep.
Expected, really.
That is the completion of the third over. Zimbabwe.
Close. We hit that and found short.
Surprised me.
চাঁদটা খুব মিস করব আকাশটা
আরে ভাষা বদলালেও আকাশ তো আর বদলাবে না কি
যেখানেই যান আপনার আকাশ সাথে নিয়ে যান। 40টিরও বেশি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 120টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 399 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
আরে
Bangladesh versus Zimbabwe, the second T20 international, the final one in this tour of Zimbabwe. Still in the power play, maximum of 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle, and they are at the third man. And the Bangladesh versus Zimbabwe, the second T20 international, now, final one. Debutant Hassan Mahmood with 4 bowlers to bowl the 4 overs. That's change. Outside the 30-yard circle. Oh, that's close. Oh, what a first delivery that is. Exceptional from Hassan Mahmood.
What a way to start and announce yourself.
Now, debutant Hassan
Good
Mahmood.
delivery right up there, gave it an opportunity.
To bowl the 4
Lovely
overs.
action, ball, and that is really full and moved away from the left-hander very late.
Ball's doing a bit in the air and off the wicket. We saw some grassy patches. Expected to see him. The reason why Hassan Mahmood has been included in the team. Solid behind that. The ball hitting bat more than the bat hitting it. At difficult times with this young man charged up. This is a debut in the international circuit, but he's taken 10 wickets in his 14th match in his T20 career. Best of 4 for 32. Normally rate could do with a little improvement. It's one area he should be working on. There's being more tight with his lines and lengths. Maybe not get the wicket, but containment also an essential part. Well, he's containing them now.
He certainly is rushing the batsman here. Hitting the bat hard. A lovely approach. Very much like what I'm seeing here so far from the youngster. He's up in the late 120s. I'm sure he'll reach over that 130 mark as well. He's loose. You say times some of the bowlers' economy and things like that are effective, where some bowlers only bowl in the power play and some bowlers only bowl at the death, sometimes both, and then it can be a bit of tough going, but striking, getting wickets, that's important.
Oh, another one. Jaffa. What a beauty. This one just a hint short, just back of length. Batsman didn't know too much about that.
Mushfiqur rolled his arm over there. Even he fancies it. That was a Jaffa. Look at this here. That's pitched outside leg and it's gone over off and past the outside edge as well. Get a slip in, skipper.
Well, there is a slip in actually. Well, interesting. 4 bowlers used not often in T20 format or any kind of format for Bangladesh, that you see 4 pace bowlers given an overreach early in the innings. Great to see. Picked that up very nicely. Lovely pickup shot, but there is protection. He's bowling to his field, which is good to see. Just the single from that effort.
The pressure's been built up here. You say from all these one-over spells, the batsmen haven't been able to line up any of those seamers. And what the seamers have done is they've hit the area immediately. That is a huge bonus as a skipper. That's really what you hope for. Doesn't always work out from time to time, but tonight they've been brilliant.
Well, let's see what he does with the left-right combination. He's going to change his line of attack. Still got the slip in, maybe slide it away. Try and bowl the off-stump corridor of uncertainty. Can move it back into the batter. Even better. Ah, that's innovation. That's up in the air now. How far is that going? Oh, he's been dropped. Goodness, Alamin Hussain seemed to be covering it. And it came over his head, but eventually he could not latch on. Hassan Mahmood has not got his first.
আকাশ কিনে জিতে নিন আমাদের সাইন করা ব্যাট।
এছাড়াও জিতে নিতে পারেন বাংলাদেশ জাতীয় ক্রিকেট দলের অফিসিয়াল জার্সি। আকাশ ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়া।
আকাশ লাইভ এখন মাত্র 249 টাকা।
20টি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 70টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 249 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
আকাশ লাইভ এখন মাত্র 249 টাকা।
20টি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 70টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 249 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
$18 for 1. Beginning of the 5th over. Pretty slow start by Zimbabwe. Someone will come with the man to go. Good ball, Mustafi's length delivery. That hard. Good evening, Athar Ali Khan.
Good evening, Chino. I would like to see some more fielders in the slip corner, and the kind of surface they've seen so far. The carry and the bounce again in the slip corner and gone to the boundary. Why on earth you're not going to have more people in the slips corner? If you see the ball carrying nicely to the keeper, it's moving in the air, it's got a bit of a shape of the surface. Have some more in the slips corner and have a look at this. It's yard down the wicket and edged it thickest, but it has gone to the wicket slip corner. You've got to have more fielder. You've got to have at least one, if not more. Nothing at the moment.
With thick outside edge from Craig Irvin again. Down to that man at third man.
No slip in place, no gully in place, and the ball keep going in that direction. This is a drop chance. He's trying to scoop it away. It's never easy. Never easy for the fielder Al-Amin Hussain to go backward and try to grab it. But he made good distance. That's well played. The Bangladesh making 3 changes, testing the bench strength, which is fine. They know that they can come really hard against the Zimbabweans, especially on the surface. That's the reason they have 4 seamers in the bowling attack. And only the seamers have been in the attack. Only the second over, and 1 each for Saifuddin Al-Amin Mahmood.
Giving himself some room. Craig Irvin, good delivery. Cramped him for that space that he's been looking for outside the off stump. As you say, that ball really hitting the bat hard.
There's also Shombo Sharkar who won't mind bowling on the surface. So they have 5 seamers available. There you go. Racking up the speed. 137.3, the quickest. Average of 132. He looks to be in good rhythm, doesn't he? Mustafizur Rahman.
Short of the man at catching mid-wicket. Just the one. 5 overs gone, 25 for 1.
I'm done. Bhalo achi bhalo. Are?
আকাশের ঠিকানায় বিলটাও দিও।
এটা কোনো ব্যাপার না ডার্লিং। লেটস সি।
আপনার আকাশের বিল দিন যে কোনো মোবাইল ওয়ালেট অথবা ডেবিট বা ক্রেডিট কার্ডে। 40টিরও বেশি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 120টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 399 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
Mohammad Saifuddin. Ball, the last over of the power play. Six runs off his first over. Changes the field. Long off, getting into mid-off. 2 men on the boundary, deep square leg. Third man. Oh, nicely bowled, full in the block hole from Mohammad Saifuddin. Doesn't give Craig Irvin the opportunity to get under the ball. Another change in the field for Saifuddin, and goes to the boundary at long on. In the bottom right-hand corner of your screen there. Offside, all the fielders in the circle. 45 and a deep backward square leg. Oh, that's a good ball, slower ball from Mohammad Saifuddin. Brendan Taylor's eyes lit up. Had the opportunity to play up and over that offside. The lack of pace in the delivery is what's done him.
I think it's a slower delivery. Fox is the batsman. So very important for the batsman, rather the bowler to realize. If it is average swing in the power play this series, first T20 was 0.7, this innings 3.2. Still no slip. Surprise, surprise. Ability to move the ball, swing the ball. A little bit too fuller, and it's gone past that fielder. Good work from the captain, skipper Mahmudullah, falling that up. Good there. Yeah, I can understand Bangladesh think tanks to give opportunities for new players, test the bench strength, but I would wanted to see someone like Aminul Islam Biplov to go ahead and play this game also. Right-arm leg spinner who picked up 3 wickets. But as a youngster, you want to give him as many games as possible to getting used to these conditions, getting used to the opposition, how to bowl, especially in T20. This one coming back to the right-hander. Nevertheless, they've picked up 4 seamers, and if you include someone like Shomo Shaka, it's 5 seamers tonight. Hassan Mahmood impressed everyone in that BPL. He bowled with good pace, 140, 145. So once he gets into good rhythm, he can surprise you with some serious pace. Always good to see Mohammad Saifuddin back in the 11 with a long layoff with that injury.
That's well bowled. That delivery rearing up at Craig Irvin. Good pace in this pitch, Atta. And got onto him a lot quicker than he thought. We saw the same in the last over as well. Definitely surface.
Yeah, look where it's hitting the bat. He's trying to hit it from the middle part of the bat, and it's so high on the bat, he slices it. That is because of the fact that we feel and we believe that there is some bounce available, extra bounce available on the surface. I reckon this is a very good surface.
This time, he gets a bit more bat onto that. Craig Irvin. So, end of the 6th over. 6 runs from it. The power play's done.
কি দেখো?
আকাশটা কি ঝকঝকে পরিষ্কার।
তাই দেখি দেখি। ও হ্যাঁ, 40টিরও বেশি এইচডি চ্যানেল সহ দেশি বিদেশি মোট 120টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 399 টাকা।
কি? তুমি না।
এই চলো না একটা রোমান্টিক মুভি দেখে ফেলি।
চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
Second power play. Signaled by umpire Mukul. Brendan Taylor looks to go expensive over the offside. He gets thick outside edge, and he'll get 4 wide of the man at third man. Goes on to 13 from 12. Brendan Taylor. But well, bit of width. Time he goes straight. Afif Hussain. Half-play package. With good boundaries early on until this happened for Kamunu Kamwe. Adventurous a bit too early on in his innings. And that was a thick outside edge for Craig Irvin. So today, 31. Zimbabwe were at the end of that power play. A couple of nights ago, they were 38 for 3. Overs. Brendan Taylor looking to go over the man at long off. So in as much as only going at 5 and over at that, big problem they've had is that they've been losing wickets up front. That hasn't happened today, but they've certainly been pegged back by the Bangladesh seamers.
In a good way, obviously, because they've not lost the wickets that you were mentioning. But I'm just wondering how one bats on this kind of a surface, because if he's on the crease, the ball is hitting on top part of the bat. If he's going down the wicket, they're pulling back the length. So you need to decide how you need to bat on the surface. Again, on top part of the bat. They've played some good-looking shots. Not that have gone to the boundary, but they've also tried to play few shots where they not time it to the perfection. Do you bat deeper and allow the ball to come onto the bat, or you want to take the ball on and try to reach out, pushing your front foot forward? That's the dilemma at the moment for the right-hander and the left-hander at the moment. Not easy to bat here, Bangladesh, to this innings. Have a look at that. Too many dots. Runs there, and also one boundary, just one boundary, which was a little bit of, which was the thickest outside edge when he decided to go down the wicket.
They bowled in a good area to him, just outside that off stump of the Bangladesh bowlers. That's why the going has been tough. Craig Irvin, 16 deliveries for his 13 runs.
I think important for them to realize that since both these batsmen are senior campaigners, and if they have wickets in their hand in the last 10 or 7 overs, then you can score runs quickly and you can back yourself up to play some aggressive shots. Key for me, as far as I'm concerned, is to make sure that you don't lose too many in the first half of this T20 match.
Up and over goes Brendan Taylor. There's a man back, but he's not going to get there. First 6 of the Zimbabwean innings to Brendan Taylor. 7 overs gone. 43 for 1.
পরিবেশটা সুন্দর না? কি কোনো হইচই আছে?
পরিবেশটা খুব সুন্দর। শুধু আমার খেলাটা ঝিরঝির।
এই যে
এখানেও আকাশ?
আকাশ কি শুধু তোমার ঢাকার? আকাশ সবার।
বাংলাদেশের যে কোনো জায়গায় একই কোয়ালিটির ঝকঝকে ছবি আকাশ স্ট্যান্ডার্ডে মাসে মাত্র ৩৯৯ টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
Oh, that's a cracking shot. It's a short arm jab. Have a look at this. Got the elevation, and the timing was perfect. Somu Shaka at one stage thought maybe he's had an opportunity to grab that one. No. Tails over Z. Terrific shot from Brendan Taylor.
Yeah, it was a little teaser for Shumo Shaka. Just kept him interested. Mahidi Hassan. Arm off spinner. Bundles of talent. 44 matches. T20 career.
Good start, Mehdi. Good start, Mehdi.
Flat. Big into the pads of Brendan Taylor. talk about release points in one-day cricket, making it difficult for the batsman. This is his off-spinner. That first T20 on Monday evening. And then those green deliveries, eyes arm ball, and you can see an arm ball coming across the right-hander, trying to get the ball to shape away from the right-hander. Very distinctly different deliveries, and look at the space in between those two balls, 49 centimeters, half a meter. And, very important in this format of the game, Atsarali, when the batsmen are looking to get after you, that you do as much as you can to make it difficult for them.
Just 25 years of age, and that's good skills, really good skills, knowing that the batsman is looking to take you on, so you're creating different angles with the release point. That is absolutely brilliant from Mahdi Hassan. But must be hoping that with this kind of a start, they can put a little bit more pressure on Bangladesh.
Now that's well bowled. It's a good first over from young Mahdi Hassan. 4 runs from it. 8 overs gone. 47 for 1.
শরীফ ভাই, ব্যবসা কেমন চলে?
চলে।
লোকজন এত কম কেন?
সব আকাশে। এই জিরজির আর কত দেখবো?
তাহলে তুমিও নাও।
হ্যাঁ।
খরচ কেমন জামাই?
মাসে মাত্র 249 টাকা।
এত কমে এত ঝকঝকা ছবি।
আর পছন্দ মতো আকাশ সাজাতে অ্যাড-অন প্যাক।
তাই
আপনার সাধ্যের মধ্যে এখন আকাশ লাইট 20টি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 70টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 249 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
Neutral Zimbabwean fans to see a partnership top of the order. Experienced campaigners, Irvin Taylor in particular, big part of their batting lineup. Alamin, he's going to bowl the second over. He's gone for the lap, he's got it fine, but he's got no pace at all on it. They get through for 1.
Good evening, John. It's been a good start for the two experienced campaigners from the Zimbabwean side. Hasn't been able to get that throughout the series so far. Alamin Hussain already picked up the wicket. Once again, Brendan Taylor looking to try to innovate something.
Very first ball of the over, looking to pick up that boundary. A high risk option, didn't quite come off for them. Down the wicket. This time he's got it fine. They're going to be 1 again. So Alamin, he started off extremely well, got the ball to move around. Kamwe, he knocked him over, caught behind in the very first over. Since then, get a good standard for himself.
Both Irvine and Taylor now started to show some intent. Already went through the power plays and lost just 1 wicket, and I think it's a good platform from them to cash in from here on.
Try to run this down, but as the batsman lines up, Brendan Taylor on his leg side is quite a lot shorter side of the boundary, but this time he hits the deck hard once again, but the bounce was not there. So there are areas on this pitch where there is some quite live green grass, and other areas that are particularly bare really, and got a bit of grass shavings thrown on top. That's been his pace so far. We've seen him get it way above 135 as well before. Given some with toe end, no timing whatsoever this time.
It will be important for these two players to rotate the strike as well, not just look for the boundaries. They also need to look for the singles and doubles and put pressure on the fielders. Yeah, that's the wicket we're talking about. First set it up, and then rather trying to go for an innovative one. He was not in a position to play that shot at all. It was premeditated.
Full, and he's got it fine. That's unfortunate for the bowler. No comments column in the scorebook for Irvin.
He won't be that disappointed despite hitting that for a boundary, as it has been the case in the second ODI, I remember that Alamin created quite a few chances, but still couldn't get that wicket. This time, Irvine is lucky enough to get a boundary from that ball.
Just a little bit of pressure on him. He needed to get some away. Down the ground, shot at the stumps. That's tight. He got home, an opportunity. 8 off the over. 55 for 1.
ছাদটা খুব মিস করব, আকাশটাও।
আরে বাসা বদলালেও আকাশ তো আর বদলাবে না কি?
যেখানেই যান আপনার আকাশ সাথে নিয়ে যান। 40টিরও বেশি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 120টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 399 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
Of the over. Very, very close. And had he made his ground? Oh, he was short. Just needed to hit the stumps. That's close. That's close to a wide, but he's got away with it.
Mahdi mixing his pace at the moment, and he can bowl with the new balls. We have seen him in the Bangladesh Premier League previously. He has the ability to bowl with the new balls. Yeah, that's flat. Straight to the bowler. Mixing it up. Very good bowling from the youngster.
You've got to do that. You've got to stay one step ahead of the batsman in these games. You don't want to react afterwards. And once you've been hit for a boundary, you've got to mix it up. And the batsman's got to be the one trying to search for something to hit and invent something. He's given himself some room to carve it away on the offside. The field on the deep. He's done exceptionally well. The throw's coming in. He's made it home safely. The fielder did a great job, but Irvine, he was up to the task and back for 2.
That's very good running between the wicket. These two experienced campaigners are now trying to put pressure on the fielders. That's a very good thing. Yeah, Brendan Taylor was not sure, first of all, and then...
Oh, reverse sweep, big appeal. Yes, the finger comes up in the positive for Bangladesh. He's having a look. Is he going to go upstairs? The celebrations are ensuing. What's he going to do? He's having a chat with his partner. Yes, he's going to go upstairs.
Copy that. TV umpire to director, we have a review for LBW. Original decision is out. Start with front foot, please. Fair delivery, spin vision, please. For confirmation, ultra raise, please. It's a flat line when ball pass the bat. Can I have ball tracking, please? Pitching in line, impact in line, wicket missing. Go back to on field. Gadi, you are on the screen. You have to change your original decision.
So, tell you what, thought that was probably touching the leg stump, and it skidded on by. He didn't straighten the ball, didn't turn it. Just kept on going with the angle down the leg side. So really good review. Brendan Taylor, I'm glad he just reminded him and said, I think you need to go upstairs here. I don't think that was out. The keeper, you can have a look. That's a bit of a giveaway. He started to shoot down the leg side. He survives. Over extra cover. That's a terrific shot.
That's a very good shot from Irvine. Came down the track, struck it over the cover's head for a boundary. That's a very good shot. Will feel a lot better for him.
That is a lovely strike. This is the first real shot we've seen him be in real control of his game. With given, got to the pitch of it. Great use of the feet. Down he comes again. Nudges on the leg side for 1. So that's the 50 partnership for this pairing, and it's been a long time coming. End of the 10th over, halfway, 62 for 1.
আকাশ কিনে জিতে নিন আমাদের সাইন করা ব্যাট।
এছাড়াও জিতে নিতে পারেন বাংলাদেশ জাতীয় ক্রিকেট দলের অফিসিয়াল জার্সি। আকাশ ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়া।
আকাশ লাইভ এখন মাত্র 249 টাকা।
20টি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 70টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 249 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
আকাশ লাইভ এখন মাত্র 249 টাকা।
20টি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 70টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 249 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
Some projections for you. 8 and over 142, but there's the contributions. 24, Brendan Taylor. 322, that is, below. And 28 for his partner, who's starting to really look good here at the moment. A lovely shot over extra cover the previous over. Alamin, he's going to bowl his third. Oh, that's good pace, good bounce. Well bowled.
Intent again from Irvine, coming down the track to the fast bowler. Looking for boundaries now. At the same time, they need to look for the singles as well. Alamin looked charged up, banging in the wicket. Yeah, banged it hard.
It's gone for the Yorker. Hit him on the pad. He hasn't got away, so Irvine running down the wicket a few times and hasn't really come off. To the seamers in particular, the spinners, he's been pretty good. He's come down and hit some good shots, but at the moment he's just trying to stay ahead of the game here. And you look at the projections, 10 and over gets him to 160, which is obviously a competitive score. Bangladesh missing Tamim at the top of the order. They're still fancying themselves. Zimbabwe, they need to really kick on here with this pairing and start carrying the boundary, hitting far more boundaries at the moment. 6 fours, 1 6 in the 10.2 overs.
Let's work it away for a single. There's a fielder, the like short third man up just beside gully. It's an interesting position, field position, I must say. The good thing is about the varying the length and length. The Bangladeshi seamers, yeah, that's a good length area. You can see how many balls bowled there. And the best part is that they didn't allow the batsmen to make some room. It's the batsmen, they had to look for the odd boundaries and look for the bowlers to go after.
Oh, it's full and he's gone across it. Taylor's through for one. Probably the reason why Irvine's had to come down the wicket, because that length has been so good. Bangladesh bowlers, their coach Otis Gibson will be pretty pleased with that. Skipper's not interested in that time, thank you very much. Knows he's pitched it well outside leg, missing leg. Otherwise a good appeal.
I think there was also an inside edge here. Ah, that's pitched outside leg. Yeah, it looks tight. Yeah, pitched outside.
Oh, he's hit his partner. Oh no. Can you believe it? He looks all right. Brendan Taylor's whacked him.
Dry smile on his face. He must be saying, why are you hitting me, man? Yeah, two seniors out there taking their side to a better position comparing to the previous game. Coming down the track straight to his partner, Irvine.
He didn't quite time. That's a bit of a toe in. I tell you, if you middle that one, you could be in some serious trouble. Right in the sternum. He's gone over the top. He's got enough on it. Yes, he does. Terrific way to end the over for Zimbabwe after pressure was building. 69 for 1.
I'm done. ভালো আছি ভালো আরে
আকাশের ঠিকানায় বিলটাও দিও।
এটা কোনো ব্যাপার না ডার্লিং। লেটস সি।
আপনার আকাশের বিল দিন যে কোনো মোবাইল ওয়ালেট অথবা ডেবিট বা ক্রেডিট কার্ডে। 40টিরও বেশি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 120টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 399 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
So a very good end to that over with a boundary. We need some bigger buildings. years in Zimbabwe. I'm not Zimbabwean, but that's what the game needs. They need some bigger buildings here. They need some 8s. They need some 10s and plus. That one big over, 7th over was their biggest in the innings. That was a terrific one. They need to really unleash here. Afif, he's been introduced into the attack. Another right arm off spinner. And doing here at the moment is bowling to Irvine, hitting towards the short boundary on the leg side. So maybe that's Irvine wants to try and capitalise here. He's gone big, he's gone down the ground, but it's not far enough. He's holed out. The very first ball, your introduction into the attack, wicket of your very first ball. It could not have gone any better for him.
Things looked pretty similar for Afif yesterday in the previous T20 and now today as well, picking up wicket in the very first over. The youngster must feel a lot better, and Irvine trying to cut loose yet again, couldn't connect it properly and handed it over to the long off fielder.
He's run in, he's taken a good one. Mirpur, he's the fielder that takes the catch. Craig Irvine's gone for 29. Zimbabwe 69 for 2. Skipper walks in at number 4. Strike rate, 40 games, 6 half centuries with the best of 66. And he's a cameo here with his partner. Reverse sweep, huge appeal, but for me, hit the ground.
Mushfiqur Rahim looked animated. He just can't believe it. That's good bowling from Afif.
Reverse sweep a few times this tour. It just hasn't quite worked out for him yet. He's running hard. Only the one. So it started off really well. Wicket off the first ball and a single. And the new man on strike as well. So it's working out pretty well. Pradesh need to keep picking up wickets. But here's another look. Didn't advance down the wicket. The bat turned in his hands. He's had no timing at all. Good catch running in. He judged it well from the good position. The crowd very, very happy behind him thereafter. He's nicked it. Dot ball, another good delivery.
Not allowing the batsman to free his arms, keeping it more to the stumps. That's very good bowling and skidding through. Talking about the last caught behind appeal from Mushfiqur Rahim. Yeah, it hit the ground. The bat hit the ground.
What a superb over, a wicket and 1 run, and he's got 1 ball left. Drifting a little bit here, but 1 delivery left. It has been a really good one. Can he finish it well? Giving it some air this time. Driven. Williams gets himself off the mark, so a really good over for the home side. 71 for 2.
কি দেখো?
আকাশটা কি ঝকঝকে পরিষ্কার।
তাই দেখি দেখি। ও হ্যাঁ, 40টিরও বেশি এইচডি চ্যানেল সহ দেশি বিদেশি মোট 120টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 399 টাকা।
কি? তুমি না।
এই চলো না একটা রোমান্টিক মুভি দেখে ফেলি।
চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
5.92 current scoring rate for Zimbabwe. 118 what they'll get if they continue at that rate over the next 8 overs. Feel that not be enough. Firepower of the Bangladesh batting. Foul. Thus, throughout the one-day series, Shaka came to the party in that first T20. 32 balls for his 62 not out. Given an over. 127. Some runs finally. Brendan Taylor, Simi.
Yes, indeed, and he could do with that. He had a bit of luck, and he was dropped by Alamin Hussainov, the bowling of same bowler that he's facing up to now. Could have got his first wicket in T20 internationals. Young kid, lots of promise. He should not give up hope. Can get yourself a little disappointed with that kind of mishap, but he's got to keep on pegging away.
Bottom half of the bat. That's why it's gone all that quickly. Boundary.
But you know, I suppose the Zimbabweans will be a little more relieved with the performance they've had so far. They might not be going at a rate of knots under the 6 mark, but at least they haven't lost wickets in clusters, which has happened in the previous games in both formats.
Absolutely. That has been the Achilles heel for the Zimbabwean side throughout for Bangladesh. I had a conversation with Williams at the end of that first T20. Justice thought behind bowling first. Happy to hear that they would have batted first today had they won the toss. Good batting conditions, which I felt could have done in that first T20. Said to him, if you get 120 runs on the board, you've got those runs on the board, and Bangladesh need to come and score those runs. Never know what might happen if you get a couple of early wickets, keep them quiet, spinners get through their overs quickly, and before they know it, they're hitting maybe 9s or 10s for the last 5-6 overs, but they have to get those runs. I know in which Bangladesh have been batting throughout the series. Don't want to give them an opportunity to go and bat first in a good surface.
Well, the Bangladesh captain has at least decided and gone in favor of the Zimbabwean thinking. They'll be hoping that they can take advantage of that. Nicely played away, but only as far as the fielder there. Quick run taken. Don Williams also. We'll just have a look at the wickets, the 2 wickets that have fallen. He was trying to be too cheeky too early on. Conway has got a bit of glove to it, and then slashing that by Gervin just straight down the throat of Shaka. Maybe the way he was going, that was really against the run of play, and it's a bit of a soft dismissal.
That he ended up a little bit fuller than he would have liked. Quite get power he wanted behind that. More elevation than anything else. Good Yorker. Finish the over. A good over. Ball from it. 75 for 2.
পরিবেশটা সুন্দর না? কি কোনো হইচই আছে?
পরিবেশটা খুব সুন্দর, শুধু আমার খেলাটা ঝিরঝির।
এই যে
এখানেও আকাশ।
আকাশ কি শুধু তোমার ঢাকার? আকাশ সবার।
বাংলাদেশের যে কোনো জায়গায় একই কোয়ালিটির ঝকঝকে ছবি আকাশ স্ট্যান্ডার্ডে মাসে মাত্র 399 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
Well, Zimbabwe, as you said, the projected at this rate, that's not going to be handy. Anything over the 9 mark will be able to post a total which their bowlers can try and defend. It's going to be a tall ask, whatever the score is. Brendan Taylor needs to redeem himself. He's had that opportunity. needs to ensure that he plays right through the innings. And also, me talking to Sean Williams at the post-match in the first T20, he really was annoyed with himself in putting away a full toss for a catch. So he's also intent on making amends. They've got a lot of cricket coming in the future, so they want to finish on a high. Well, that's not going to finish on a high at all. Outsmarted. First wicket for Mehdi Hassan. He was showing his intent much too early for the bowler to make that adjustment and bowl it away from him.
He's just held that ball back, pushed it a little bit wider. Very, very intelligent. Sean Williams actually plays the shot pretty well normally to the spinners. Good work, quick work with the gloves from behind the stumps by Mushfiqur. And the end of the Zimbabwean captain. He got just 3, Sean Williams, 76 for 3.
Raza, but is the new batter. 59 is best score. 150 come into position of strife as he plays it down the wicket. Very good bowling here from the young man Mehdi Hassan.
Really intelligent bowling from Mehdi Hassan. Sean Williams way out of the crease, didn't even look to get back in. Sikandar Raza has hit it straight down the throat of the fielder and he's put it down. I cannot believe my eyes.
Oh my goodness. Shom Mosharkar, the easiest of takes. Just he could have taken it with his eyes closed. And Raza, very unlike Raza, dancing down the wicket, not getting a hold of it. And look what has happened here. He's lining himself up and whoops, right through. Can't believe it. Not for the first time, Shom Mosharkar just drops a catch in the deep. They have to tighten up on these. The easiest of takes.
Will be disappointed. He just took his eyes off the ball there. Didn't watch the ball into his hands. That's the reason why he's grasped it. One wicket in the over. Easily could have been 2. 78 for 3.
শরীফ ভাই, ব্যবসা কেমন চলে?
চলে।
লোকজন এত কম কেন?
সব আকাশে। এই জিরজির আর কত দেখবো?
তাহলে তুমিও নাও।
হ্যাঁ।
খরচ কেমন জামাই?
মাসে মাত্র 249 টাকা।
এত কমে এত ঝকঝকা ছবি।
আর পছন্দ মতো আকাশ সাজাতে অ্যাড-অন প্যাক।
তাই?
আপনার সাধ্যের মধ্যে এখন আকাশ লাইট 20টি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 70টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 249 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
Well, he's got his work cut out. Now that's how the Zimbabweans have compiled their innings. 78 for 3, 14 overs, 37 dots. Been a problem. Just the single over boundary and 7 boundaries in this innings, going at 5.57 runs per over. The two stalwarts in the middle. They've got to intersperse attack with a bit of defense. Mustafizur Rahman comes in for his third. Does well in cramping the batsman who was moving across to the offside. Direct hit, but I think he is safe.
Pick up and throw. Hit Brendan Taylor, of course. Comfortably home.
Center.
He's had his running issues throughout the series. run out in the one-day games. Top of the run outs. Several times that he just gets, he drops one and the other side, and several times if it had hit, he's in trouble.
He's even thinking about that even there as he plays that shot. He's just going straight to the fielder. So nervy times here, and he's got to ride his luck, because Taylor is riding his luck, having been dropped in the deep. Sikandar Raza, and only the second delivery that he faced was hey, rush of blood. Can't believe this. This is the drop chance of the first one. Was well, a little bit of grab by Al-Amin, and then this one. Oh, couldn't be easier. And he fluffed it. Tomo Sharkar is not going to be too happy with that.
Again, a bit of extra bounce. You've been talking about on the surface. You can expect that Mustafiz will, because at this stage of the innings, he'll be looking to roll his fingers down the side of the ball, just like that. The bounces on the seam. Expect it just to get a little bit of extra kick.
And he does that so often, and that's been the problem with the batsman. Really not from that kind of a length, not quite sure how far, how high the ball's going to rise on you. When you attempt to play the cut shot, sometimes end up in trouble. But you've got to be committed in whatever you play. Like that, crashes that away, and it's going to reach the boundary. Excellent. That's going to relieve a lot of the pressure.
This is a good shot, and he's made a deliberate effort. Push it in front of that man on the cover boundary. Forced it in front because he knows that that man is back there. That's a good shot, Sikandar Raza.
A bit of glove love, and they need to build up a partnership, these two. Tuck away. That's good cricket. Scrum for space despite that. Played with soft hands. Amble single. Well, with the 5 overs to go after this, Tino, whatever the situation, they've got to throw caution to the wind. Got to get a move on.
Absolutely. Scoring rate 5.66. Surface like this, minimum got to be at least 8 and over, 160. Moment, Zimbabwe pretty far off that. Again, extra bounce from Mustafizur. 85 for 3.
ছাদটা খুব মিস করব, আকাশটাও।
আরে বাসা বদলালেও আকাশ তো আর বদলাবে না কি?
যেখানেই যান আপনার আকাশ সাথে নিয়ে যান। 40টিরও বেশি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 120টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 399 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
Well, the crowd that have come in have enjoyed the bowling performance. They haven't enjoyed the dropped catches, I can tell you that. Very good bowling from Mustafiz at the last over. It's redeeming himself after some loose deliveries early on. Bandi Hassan could have had 2. He's got 1 for 14. Saifuddin, now that's cheeky, and that works. Well, as I said, they've got to be innovative now. They've got to show a little more attacking instinct, and he's done exactly that.
This is well played. He tried this earlier. He was dropped by Al-Amin Hussain, but this time got himself in a really good position. Just ramped that over that man at 45. Doesn't change the field. Mohammad Saifuddin. Backward square leg, foul corner on the boundary, long on. Expect this to be full. Short. And top edge, and lands safely for Brendan Taylor.
Well, good effort by Mustafizur Rahman. He had to come in from the boundary area, and it was quite a long way to travel to reach the ball. It hung in the air for a while, quite a long while actually. I thought he was going to get to it. Yes, the toe end of the bat not in control of that shot. Thankfully for Brandon Taylor, it didn't go a little flatter. That could have gone straight to hand. Just went steepling away into the night sky. And despite that desperate effort, to no avail. He's living dangerously at the moment. But I appreciate that. Can't just die wandering.
He's looking for two. Sikandar Raza. Brendan Taylor touches and goes straight away. Good running from these two. Sikandar Raza falling for two straight away.
This is good. We're talking about sometimes the running between the wickets has not been top class, the understanding, and the call was good straight away. The first run they took, they're saying, we'll take two for that. They're ready for it. Eventually, just ambled it. Pressure on the bowler. 7 already in the first 3 balls. Yorkland different straight. What a delightful shot that is. Fantastic stuff from the bat of Sikandar Raza.
Well, I wonder if these two heard you at the beginning of the over to say that you've got to get on with the business. 96 for 3 now, Zimbabwe. 2 balls to go in the 16th over. This is a good shot from Sikandar Raza. He's got the 2-man back, of course. Long on and long off. And he's hit that straight down the middle.
And the attacking shots right from the very first ball has upset the rhythm of Saifuddin, who's trying different kind of deliveries, not sticking to what he does best. Got to ensure that the next 2 deliveries are more accurate and they tie up the batsman. They will be on the lookout for runs. Now that's swung around and straight to the fielder. Oh, goodness gracious. That was going down the leg side, and Sikandar Raza straight down to the fielder, no problems at all.
Disappointment for Sikandar Raza. I think it was a slow ball. What he wanted to do was hit that ball over the man at 45. There we go. He's rolled the wrist over it. It's the leg spinner. Because of the lack of pace, he didn't have the ability to get it over the man at 45. Saifuddin celebrates. Sikandar Raza is disgusted with himself. But he has to go. He's gone for 12. 96 for 4.
After the second wicket partnership, nothing much. Wickets falling at regular intervals brings in Richmond Mutabami. Now he's got a best of 54. Can use that. Strike rate could improve, but it's coming when the Zimbabweans are under extreme pressure. 4 wickets down in the 16th over. Saifuddin, we're very happy with outsmarting Sikandar Raza on that occasion with that slow delivery. And as it's played away into the deep, he opens his account and retains strike. Completes 16 overs. It's 97 for 4.
আকাশ কিনে জিতে নিন আমাদের সাইন করা ব্যাট।
এছাড়াও জিতে নিতে পারেন বাংলাদেশ জাতীয় ক্রিকেট দলের অফিশিয়াল জার্সি। আকাশ ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়া।
আকাশ লাইভ এখন মাত্র 249 টাকা।
20টি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 70টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 249 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
আকাশ লাইভ এখন মাত্র 249 টাকা।
20টি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 70টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 249 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
4 overs to go. Projections are out there. 10 and over from here gets them to 137, which is below par. Mutumbami's just arrived at the crease with Brendan Taylor. 41 of 34. Taylor's hit 3 4s, 1 6 during his stay. And he wants to really capitalize on this time at the crease, assessing the conditions to finish strongly. And they really do need a big finish here if they want to get a score that's going to be competitive. With an informed Bangladesh batting lineup, they've got to go big here. Alamin starts his last over. He's gone big, it's gone high, and not far enough. He's holed out, long on's come in, and he's taken a straightforward catch.
Yeah, wicket keeps falling. Tomoshaka this time around took it quite nicely. Now what has happened here? They want the fielders to be in their position once the batsmen come in because they want to finish it quickly. He's just trying that area to hit it out of the ground and holding out in the deep at long on, where Tomoshaka takes a relatively an easy catch. Takes it nicely on the chest. Mutambami goes for one. Zimbabwe, more trouble. 5 down for 97.
Taylor's gone. He's trying to go big, and it's basically just got out the inner ring, so he's trying to go big, and it's hit the toe end of the bat once again. We've seen a lot of this happening during this innings. But the new batsman, he's marched out there. Utombodzi, he's just marched out there, and they're losing wickets regularly now. Yet to get past 50, strike rate just under 100. His 15th match, best of 32. They need something special here. They need a very strong finish, someone who can hit boundaries. They've struggled to do that. Even the end batsman has struggled to get it away. 42 of 35 is Taylor.
It's a very strange kind of innings from someone like Brendan Taylor. He hasn't had a good tour with the bat. And he's scored 42 of just 35. But in this format, that's a little bit too much because the striker is 120. He really needs to kick on.
Got to pace off that one, but he's done really well, Alamin. He's hit his length and he hasn't erred. It's a really solid length. He gets a bit of extra bounce. Some good skills too. Timing at all there. Just come to the crease. He knocked a ball for one of his first ball. The next one tried to hit it out the ground and perished. Been very good, this man, this evening. Exceptional. Heave onto the leg side, and we've mentioned throughout, there's just been no timing with these strokes. The 100 comes up for 5.
He struggled with his timing throughout the innings. His pace 36 deliveries, only 3 4s and a 6. You would expect once the batsmen do get set to kick on. Person of the Bangladesh Cricket Board, Nazmul Hasan Pahal, is in the president's box. Right next to him is the chairman of the media, Jalal Yunus.
The moment the bowlers have been able to hold their length, normally when batsmen are hitting them out the ground, they've got to mix it up a lot more. They've got to bowl Yorkers. At the moment, Bangladesh trying to hold their length as long as possible before going towards bowling those death options. And taking wickets, the batsman also a bit apprehensive here as well to take the risk. Taylor's the man who's in, and he's going to have to bat through the innings here.
This is turning out to be a very good over. He's got the third man in now, inside the circle. Needs to finish off nicely here. Taylor will be hoping that perhaps he can pick up a boundary.
Oh, nicely done. Nicely bowled. Exceptional over. A wicket and 4 runs. 101 for 5.
I'm done. Bhalo achi bhalo. Are?
আকাশের ঠিকানায় বিলটাও দিও।
এটা কোনো ব্যাপার না ডার্লিং। লেটস সি।
আপনার আকাশের বিল দিন যে কোনো মোবাইল ওয়ালেট অথবা ডেবিট বা ক্রেডিট কার্ডে। 40টিরও বেশি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 120টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 399 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
Heading towards the back end of this first innings, Mahmood, He's had a really good day out so far. Holding some decent pace, and a lot of people, the first time they've seen him out there, and he's building his reputation nicely here. Got 1 over remaining, 18th over. They've got all the fielders on the leg side patrolling the boundary, and just one. Have a look at the far left is the cover sweeper in position. Short fine leg. Come into the ring.
Yeah, we spoke about how he struggled throughout this innings, but also throughout the series. Have a look at what he's done in this series. The only test match, 10 and 17. And then the 3 ODIs, 8, 11, 14. The last T20 international single, but finally he's scored some runs. But having said that, he's scored his runs not the way he would have hoped to score the runs. He should have scored those runs a little bit more quicker. He can cover it up if he can bat the next 3 overs and pick up few more boundaries.
Well, he's tried to hit a pretty interesting stroke in the end. He looked to lap it, then he tried to sweep it halfway through the ball as well, and he's missed it altogether.
He's tried a number of times, the scoop shots, and he's missed it a couple of times. Yes, he's picked up a boundary, but yes, he gets into position, but somehow does not lap it up the way he would have hoped for. Have a look at this. It's the reverse lap. He misses it completely.
Slow ball. He's whacked it straight back over his head for 4, and that is so needed for Zimbabwe at this moment in time.
Yeah, I always feel the batsman eyeing to hit down the ground, presenting the full face of the bat, and if you do connect, you're going to pick up at the boundary, no matter if you have a long on and a long off in place. That was dead straight. It was a slower delivery from the back of the hand, and he picked it up nicely. Couple of bounces to the fence. That's a good-looking shot from Brendan Taylor.
What he needs, he just needs a bit of impetus, bit of momentum here coming into the last couple overs. Yorker, extremely well bowled. They're running hard, but it's only going to be the single. Great Yorker, followed up after getting hit back over your head for 4.
Now Hassan Mahmood, the bowler, on debut. Such a learning curve, big learning curve for him, knowing that how to bowl in the depth. Instead of tossing it to Mustafizur Rahman or the senior campaigners, Mahmudullah decided that yes, let's see what Hassan Mahmood is made of. Let him learn the hard way.
Impressive. He's had the confidence to do bowl a back of the hand ball when he got hit for 4. Good shot. You've got to give it to him, Taylor. There's also good skills shown by the young bowler as well. Yorker, he's got it in there as well. A following ball. Short. That's what he's got. You can see what this young man's got, and he's got some skills. Slower ball, Yorker, bouncer, and he's executed beautifully.
Yeah, the team management feel that he's got some serious prospect. That's the reason why he has been picked up tonight, and they feel that yes, he can be a future. He's got a good future up ahead in front of him. Seema since the power play this innings, quicker balls 51%, slower balls, so mix it up quite nicely here, balance it out, 49% and 51. And that's what you need to do on a good surfaces, because you don't want to let the batsman feel that you're going to bowl at one pace.
Short again, and it's another dot ball into the 18th over, 107 for 5.
কি দেখো?
আকাশটা কি ঝকঝকে পরিষ্কার।
তাই দেখি দেখি। ও হ্যাঁ, 40টিরও বেশি এইচডি চ্যানেল সহ দেশি বিদেশি মোট 120টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 399 টাকা।
কি? তুমি না।
এই চলো না একটা রোমান্টিক মুভি দেখে ফেলি।
চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
Good crowd in, knowing that Bangladesh will be hoping to wrap up the series and make a clean sweep. That's why they have come in big numbers. And he'll be a very happy man, the president of the Bangladesh Cricket Board, Nazmul Hassan, also the member of the parliament, keeping a very close eye. Too much cricket to come for Bangladesh. Mustafizur Rahman in the attack. They go to Pakistan to play one off ODI, followed by a test match in April.
He swung and he's the toe end, and the Shah comes in on striker's end, but a single after all of that. And Mustafizur, he has struggled at the end of innings, as we've seen before. He's bowled a few wides, wide on the right-hander.
Yeah, the big one is the Bangladesh tour of Pakistan versus 20, which I already mentioned. But have a look at the remaining matches. Only ODI, April 5 to 1 at second test, and then the big one, Australia, coming to Bangladesh to play 2 test matches, swing and a miss. So I reckon that's a big one, because Bangladesh will be hoping that they do come, because they've been waiting for them to come over. They also go to Ireland, I beg your pardon, to UK to play Ireland, and I think they're playing a couple of matches in Ireland also. 3 ODIs and 4 T20s, splitting in between England and Ireland.
Short, and he's trying to heave it. Hasn't got the distance. Fielder takes a smart catch. Very good bowling. He's gone with a full and wide Yorkers, and he's followed it up with a well-directed short ball. And another catch in the deep. The home crowd are very pleased with their progress. The Fizz has picked up a wicket.
It was short, and it just got a little bit higher. Instead of trying to put it on the onside, perhaps the better idea would have played on the offside. Nevertheless, it's a wicket for the Fizz. Mutambozi goes for 3, and Zimbabwe are 108 for 6.
Vary is in the middle, the youngster. Another one. Brendan Taylor nearing his half-century. Oh, what a shot! That's unbelievable stroke to move to his half-century. Well played, Brendan Taylor. It's been a tough tour, and it is being well received by his teammates.
He had to work really hard, but that is a clever shot from Brendan Taylor, who picks up his 6th T20 International 50. He's got 5 boundaries and a 6, but he has to really fire on from here to put Bangladesh in some sort of pressure. At the moment, not many on the board. 112 for 6 with that boundary. Came on to open the innings. But what I'm a little bit surprised about, the next batsman who just come on to bat, Wesley Madhavere. Should have batted in the middle order. A little bit wide, straight to the fielder. Pick up a single.
Here's the shot that got him to a half-century. Checked his grip early. Tough shot to hit with it. The bat at that angle, extremely tough to hit it. Normally the batsman gets it out facing the toe end, facing the bowler. Very good touch player. Madhavere, he's facing up to his first delivery against the Fizz. And he's hit this, but he has not hit it far enough. Another catch in the deep. A happy man, a smile comes out. Superb stuff. Great fielding in the deep, and it's another wicket.
Second wicket in the over for the face. No real option.
পরিবেশটা সুন্দর না? কি কোনো হইচই আছে?
পরিবেশটা খুব সুন্দর, শুধু আমার খেলাটা ঝিরঝিরে।
এই যে
এখানেও আকাশ।
আকাশ কি শুধু তোমার ঢাকার? আকাশ সবার।
বাংলাদেশের যে কোনো জায়গায় একই কোয়ালিটির ঝকঝকে ছবি আকাশ স্ট্যান্ডার্ডে মাসে মাত্র ৩৯৯ টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
Kalmumba comes in at number 9. 2 wickets from the last over. Strike rate is impressive. Fledgling career. Saifuddin starts the last over with a single.
Yeah, the last 30 deliveries, 35 for 4. Not been a good outing throughout the series for Zimbabwe, but it has been absolutely brilliant from Bangladesh. And he's here because of this. Trying to take on Mustafizur Rahman. Only holding out in deep in wicket where Naeem takes a pretty easy catch. He took it quite nicely actually. He had made it look quite easy.
Oh, well bowled there. He saw the batsman back away to leg and he said, I'm going to go full and wide. Brilliantly executed.
He would not be very, very happy. Brendan Taylor has been batting, came on to open the innings, is still there, and he's missed that completely. At this stage of the game, you've got to put bat to ball in search of a boundary.
He's tried to run it over and he has done it successfully. He's gone to that shot once again, this time orthodox style, if you want to call it that. Another important boundary here.
Oh, that is a very good shot. It was fuller, but he just waited till the very end, opening the face of the bat and slicing it over the fielder at short third man. This is probably one of his very good shots. Look at that. That is beautifully done. It's just a really good wrist work.
Interesting that he backs himself to play those type of shots rather than to stand and hit it back over the bowler's head and hit it out the ground. He prefers those sort of touch strokes at the moment. Can he go big? Gone short and not wided. So it's been a tough tour for him. This is some of his better moments. Straight bat strokes from over the top. Some lovely touch ones as well. Fine leg over third man. Been tough work for him, but he's batted through the innings. Said they needed him to get through it. 1-6 straight. Oh, he's gone inside the wide line. Yes, he's bowled that brilliantly.
This is a terrific over. If you look at the wagon wheel from Brendan Taylor, 58 not out of 46. Yes, he's played that those boundaries behind square on the offside over the third man area with that slicing it away. Couple of shots down the ground. Not on a boundary in his innings. That's why he struggled to rotate, strike, or even to score quickly. He's going at 123.4, the strike rate. Well, can he pick up a boundary to finish up the innings here?
Oh, full, well bowled, and he's trying to scoop it fine once again. A single to end the innings, a really good last over. It's only gone for 6. Zimbabwe have ended up 119 for 7. Bangladesh both.
শরীফ ভাই, ব্যবসা কেমন চলে?
চলে।
লোকজন এত কম কেন?
সব আকাশে। এই জিরজির আর কত দেখবো?
তাহলে তুমিও নাও।
হ্যাঁ।
খরচ কেমন জামাই?
মাসে মাত্র 249 টাকা।
এত কমে এত ঝকঝকা ছবি?
আর পছন্দ মতো আকাশ সাজাতে অ্যাড অন প্যাক।
তাই
আপনার সাধ্যের মধ্যে এখন আকাশ লাইট 20টি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 70টি চ্যানেল মাসে মাত্র 249 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
Only bowled 1 over, he picked up a wicket, but really good performance from the bowlers. Good discipline and ensuring that they restrict Zimbabwe to a low total of 119 for 7. Kamanakambe started well with a couple of boundaries in the very first over when he, but in the end he only managed to score 10 of 10. Only Taylor managed to score 59 of 48. Double figures from Irvin, 29, and only Sikandar Raza, 12 of 10 deliveries. Nothing much from the rest.
It's been tough work out there. And we're going to go down to Tino, who's on the side of the pitch at the moment.
I've caught up with Zimbabwe's man of the moment, Brendan Taylor. He's barely caught his own breath. Brendan, mammoth innings.
Oh, cheers, T. A little bit sticky out there. A lot of change-ups, a lot of skills from them. Never really could set yourself up to target any certain bowler. So made it very difficult, but I feel probably 20, 30 short. We're losing wickets at crucial intervals. So hopefully we got enough, but if we use our skills wisely, who knows?
Nice to finally get in the runs at the end of the tour. Important for you, but how important for the team?